Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. I'm here today with just a quick little video because people wanted to have a look at the Banu Cube. So there's a bit of a story behind this item, and I just wanted to sort of like have a bit of a rant about other bits and bobs as well. So this is a Banu Lockbox. It is a replica flare item. So there are these like Banu Lockboxes that you might be able to find in game eventually that might have some value to them. So a Banu Lockbox is an object used by the heads of a Soli to store valuable items or documents, and every Banu Lockbox is unique in design and no two have the same solution to open. Basically, they're little safes that the Banu use to store valuable items. So if you're on like a mission to go steal something from the Banu, or to break into one of their Solis to steal data or whatever, you might have to encounter one of these types of lockbox. And they might all look different, or they might look very sort of Banu-esque and semi-similar, but the idea is that they're all a bit different in the way that you would operate them. Now, these lockboxes were available to some people. These replica lockboxes, little codes were available to some people that went to one of the bar citizens that RSI ran relatively recently, sort of like the resurgence of bar citizen after COVID. They've just started doing again. They had some of these codes to give away. Now there might be some more to give away in the future, and they might give them away in other events and things like that. It's possible. I know a lot of people were selling them on the sort of Star Citizen Trades Reddit, sometimes for several $100s, because people didn't really know what they were. They were like, oh, this is a cool item that's sort of semi-exclusive and that you can potentially only get in this little promo code way. And expect to see more exclusive items from Cloud Imperium. So, and they're mostly, almost entirely, going to be silly flare items that are cool for display, or items that you'll be able to get in-game in other ways, like slightly different variants of them. Because I suspect with these cubes, you'll probably be able to get a load of these just from doing missions. You can probably steal them off things. You might not be able to open them, but you'll certainly be able to steal them. Now, this is not yet interactable to, like, do the puzzle on. You can see here, it's a little bit Hellraiser, but there's little runes and things, little turny safe bits, little buttony pressy boys, like a normal puzzle box. I say normal puzzle box. All puzzle boxes are a bit random and mad. Is it Tefri's? There's D&D one as well, Tefri's Puzzle Cube or whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it's a cool little item. So this has got a little blurb attached to it. This replica Banu Lockbox mimics the look and feel of these rare and highly sought-after collector's items. Usually owned by the heads of Solis to hold valuable items or documents, this realistic replica version was produced as a purely decorative item for humans and can't be opened. So a lot of people are like, what's inside? Well, it's not supposed to be open. It's supposed to be just a replica. Maybe it can be opened. No. You'll see them available in game as part of missions and stuff, sort of real ones. But I do think it's a cool little item. Does remind me of Hellraiser. Does remind me of puzzle boxes, and that's sort of what it is supposed to be. But the fact that people were going absolutely mad for these, and in some cases getting quite annoyed that they weren't able to get hold of them. There's going to be so much random stuff in Star Citizen. And you'll be able to trade them off other players and things like that as well. But Star Citizen wants to provide little promo items to players for playing their game. I've got some little silly like hats and visors and goggles and stuff for testing theatres of war, for example, at the 2019 CitizenCon. Things like this cube will be findable in the loot containers as well in the future. So there's lots and lots of like random things like Wow Blast weapons, the little silly Nerf guns, all of the flare items, or most of the flare items, subscription items and that sort of stuff are available in loot pools, and stuff like this will get added to them as well. And it's not going to be everything that gets released by Cloud Imperium going to be added to loot pools and sort of people's bodies and stuff that you can get, but it will be most of it. So I don't think you're not missing out. You're not missing out with one of these. It is cool. I'm going to be displaying it in my hangar at some point, more just because it will annoy people going, I want one. Yeah, well, I've got one. And I'm just going to shake it until it breaks. Something I'm still sort of inspired and in awe of with Star Citizen as well is that, look at everything. Have you just spent some time walking around Orison and just looking at the sort of the silliness. I do want them to improve water somewhat, because those water jets aren't the best. And the flowing water, again, not the best. I think there's something they can do much better in Star Citizen, but just the general beauty of everything all coming together is pretty fantastic. The gas clouds, yeah, they need a little bit of work, otherwise they get a bit fuzzy. Like these fuzzy boys. But still pretty fantastic. The plants and the sort of contrast of the scenes and vistas and the floating platforms. 3.18, we're getting more floating platforms. We're getting missions associated with loads of floating platforms. The Siege of Orison area, I think, is getting... he's fine. Siege of Orison area is getting used for various missions, including like bounty hunting and assassinate missions and things like that, delivery missions. So just a huge amount more expanded area, city area, sort of residential and industrial and all this sort of like urban area that we haven't really had access to do missions at before. So really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that we get that treatment at places like ArcCorp as well. ArcCorp is in need a bit of overhaul, a bit of love, for sure. Hurston and stuff like that, all going to get missions added to them so that you can do missions in or nearby those areas. Some you'll be travelling to on the ground via vehicles, others you'll just be using the sort of transit network there, and there's going to be a lot more to actually see and do in a lot of those places. But Orison is just so vast, and the fact that we can only access a portion of it at the moment, well, going to be accessing a lot more and seeing a lot more in 3.18. Very excited for that. So, for attending CitizenCon 2019, so quite a while ago, I got a couple of exclusive items, which are this silly hat, this exclusive hat, and these exclusive glasses. Look how amazing these glasses are. Oh my god, they're futuristic Elton John. They're very silly, very powerful. So these are the things that you're occasionally missing out on by not attending like live events. There's some symbols and stuff on the back of it as well. But so one of the things that Cloud Imperium are not very good at, and that is providing trousers for their clothing. So I bought, like, you get loads of promo items with like t-shirts and jackets and things. So you've got a cool leather jacket, cool t-shirt, load of customization there. Do they give much in the way of trousers? No, I can't wear these with my civilian clothing. Jumpsuits, yeah. Armor, yeah. Normal trousers, yep. No, like lots of different t-shirts and things. You've got flight jackets and stuff. Like the one I was just wearing was the Argo Cargo winner of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, I think. Yeah. Any other silly things that people might want to see? Got the concierge gear. So you've got the top hat, which does not fit my head like normal hats, to be honest, in real life. I've got a big old weird head. Nice cesarean section. Now it's getting loads of extra random information from me now. You've got the top hat and monocle for being a concierge. Again, very silly items. But it's all part of customization, I suppose. Some people want that sort of customization of their character, and I certainly want it from my from clothing and stuff that I can wear. Are there reasons to wear clothing other than expression at the moment? Not really. In the future, well, that's. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be janked up inside me. No, we're good now. CitizenCon 2948. Oh, some time ago. But there's loads of cool flare items that, again, a lot of this stuff will be available in loot crates in-game that you will be able to find. Some of it will not be. Some of it is only available after an exclusive period. So, like, they'll put a new item in, and 3 months later it will go into the loot pools. People don't like this one, a lot of people. I like it because if you have FOIP on, face over IP, the eyes and stuff move, and it's pretty weird. The parasite helmet. It's pretty gruesome as well, eh? Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, there's a load of cool stuff in Star Citizen. Hopefully we'll be able to customize our characters facially a lot more in the future. They are working on hair shaders for more different types of hair and for like facial hair You'll be able to have piercings and things like that, and change your hair to silly colours and have tattoos and all that sort of jazz again in the future. I really like this suit of armour. Let's see if I can find the torso part. I don't know why I've got a pink set of star kit and armour, but I do. I think it was supposed to be to Troll Zin when she was wearing her star kit and armour. I really like this set of armour. Look at it. It's got a little cape. It's got the hood. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm sort of interested to know if you've got any items that you're like, you love in Star Citizen. You're like, oh, this is my cool flare piece, or some sort of rare item that you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be wearing this in the future. Are you upset that some of these can be lost during a live patch? Obviously, you get it back once it's they do a reset if you've bought it or it's a promotional item that you've got. But obviously, if you've found it in a crate in game, you will lose them on resets. So sort of bear that in mind as well. Really cool. There's some really cool suits of armor and stuff. But where do you stand on the sort of customization in Star Citizen? Do you want a load more? Do you not really mind them at the moment? Do you want them to be able to have various shapes and changes to body types? Obviously, that's not that viable at the moment, but maybe it will be in the future. Don't push me around, you mother trucker. But whatever you think, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I did originally buy this suit of armor, I think, to Troll Zin, but putting it on, now I quite like it. Ooh. Oh, I feel something welling up inside me wearing this suit of armor. Ooh. Stay safe, everybody.
You're on a plane, it's about to crash. Maybe you're in a jungle and a vicious predator attacks. There's a nuclear war and you're caught short on the toilet. You're drowning in shark-infested waters. How did you get here? What do all these scenarios have in common? That's right, easily preventable with the use of nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. It's like the ultimate survival toolkit, but to aid in internet security and accessibility. Now I can watch my favourite Netflix and anime shows from a different country while I'm lost in the rainforest just before a tiger eats me. Thanks nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. You can get discounts by using the links below. But please note that probably in the case of a plane crash or, you're drowning, NordVPN might not be the most effective solution. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. This month we're giving away an RSI Scorpius heavy fighter. This 2-seater powerful heavy fighter allows you to pretend you're in Star Wars with your X-Wing. It comes with a lifetime insurance and access to Star Citizen, so even if you haven't got a Star Citizen account already, you can play the game. To be in for a chance of winning that, just comment on any of my videos made during August. A massive thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel or just watches my content or comments and likes and shares those videos. It really genuinely does help. And if you want to go the extra mile to help support the channel, you can click on the join button under any of my videos or click on the links to Patreon. It all goes a huge way to help the channel grow and expand. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great time in Alpha 3.17.2 and I hope to see you in the verse.